What's going on? It's your boy Tunnel Vision. We back for another one. People trying to eat today, but before that, we gotta hit up this gym, man. We gotta get up the gym and hit up these mother effing weights. We gotta hit up this weights. So that's what we're gonna do about right now. But man, yo, Wilder messed up, man. Wilder messed up big time. And I said it to myself the second he freaking did it. I was like, yo, for a man who bets on himself so much, this is a bad move. It's a bad move. And I know the guys, you know what I mean? He's gonna get paid heavy. You know, he said it's generational wealth type of money that they're getting for this particular fight. So, you know, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess it was concerning enough when Tyson Fury was losing that bout and his face was all split open and you could see his bones. You know what I mean? When half his face, this side was over here somewhere and this side was up over here somewhere. You know what I'm saying? He had an unnecessary lineup. When that was happening, you know, Deontay Wilder called up Al Heyman and was actually talking to Al Heyman on the phone while the fight was happening. Like, damn, we're about to lose all this bread. So, I don't know. Maybe he's getting a ridiculous amount of money, and that's what's going on. You know, because we don't know how much Wilder actually gets paid. Wilder gets paid substantially more than than people actually think he does. But anyway, just looking at the way things have panned out, I'm like, maybe it was a bad move for him to sign that deal. And the deal I'm talking about is that deal for him to sign Tyson Fury. Him signing that deal so fast and so hard. I think it might have been a bad deal. Just due to the fact that, you know, next week we have Andy Ruiz that's facing Anthony Joshua. If Andy Ruiz wins that fight, right? If Andy Ruiz wins that fight, he could have been in a situation where he could have been fighting for undisputed on pay-per-view, on Fox, on Cinco de Mayo, in one of the biggest fights probably in the history of boxing. You know what I mean? Probably in the history of boxing. But that's not going to be an option now. You know, that's not going to be an option. That's a fight where, straight up, with sponsors, with gate, with pay-per-views, licensing fees, he's probably walking away with $40-50 million, him and Andy Ruiz. Regardless of what happens, they're both walking away with probably $40-50+ million for that fight. That's number one. The number two reason is that Wilder's done his part. Wilder's actually elevated himself to a higher level. This guy is doing just the prelims, the preliminary, just the shows about the fight that's about to happen. We're bringing in over 2 million views, 2.3, 2.4 million views. Just shows about the show, thing coming up. On social media, when he does anything on Fox, you see the type of views that he's had. He's got millions upon millions of views just in the last couple of weeks, leading up to his fight. Turning Dominic Breazeale into a meme. You know what I mean? Whoa, it's like 30-something million views in like the first day or something, 2 days. It was crazy, just ridiculous amount of memes. I call him the meme king. And then after that, what he just did to Ortiz, memes everywhere. That's the only thing everybody's talking about. Whether you want to trash him, whether you want to hype him, that's all anybody was talking about. But when it comes to Tyson Fury, look what Tyson Fury did. Tyson Fury takes on nobody, someone that no one cares about whatsoever, takes on him, does about whatever it was, 5,000 tickets sold, something like that. Then he picks an even worse opponent for a next bout, and he does what? 3,500 tickets? That's all he does. No kind of viewership, nothing. And he actually looks bad, by the fact of him getting smashed up the way that he did. His face getting all split up, bashed up like that. What exactly has he done to, propel this fight? What exactly has he done to push this fight up? What does he even bring to the table, honestly? What does he bring to the table? I think if Wilder had waited, number one, he would have got the Ruiz fight. And then if not even doing the Ruiz fight, I think at this point he could have been like, nah, I think he had signed it's like a 50-50 deal. It's a 50-50 deal with Tyson Fury, someone who, when you blessed him to begin with, and then when it was time to do a unification, he bounced off and went over to ESPN. I think it's supposed to be like a 2-fight deal where it's 50-50, and if they fight again, it's 60-40 for the winner. And it's like, why? At this point, like, why would you, there's no way in hell that man should be getting 50-50 against Wilder. He shouldn't. He hasn't done anything. He has no footprint in this country whatsoever. None where the fight's going to be happening on a pay-per-view in the United States. The people that are going to be buying those pay-per-view are going to be Deontay Wilder fans, you know, who want to see him fight. That's it. Tyson Fury literally brings nothing to the table. This is a fight where I think if he was patient, if he had waited, he probably could have, you know, even if he was still going to fight him, because now there would have been a lot of pressure on ESPN. There would have been a lot of pressure on Bob Arum because they put all this money into this basket, and this basket is bringing nothing. It's bringing them literally nothing. And the whole point was to try to get Deontay Wilder. So they would have been put into the space where it would have been like, all right, you know what I mean, we got to do this bout, because if we don't, we're losing a shitload of money for no reason. And I think he probably could have pulled off a 70-30 off the rip. 70-30, definitely a 75-35. No, not no 75-35, 65-35. I'm talking like Anthony Joshua right now. What's 60% of $100 million? That's what I'm sounding like right now. But it's all good. But he could have done that. But he signed this deal early, before the Ortiz fight. He signed the bout before seeing what Tyson Fury really could do as far as his footprint in this country. You know, and now that we know his footprint is basura, is nothing. It's absolutely nothing. But he's tied into this deal now. He's tied into this deal. And what's crazy about that is he usually doesn't do that. He usually doesn't tie himself into anything. Even Floyd Mayweather would never do a bout and then have another bout signed up already. Never. That's one of the things he never did. Like Canelo Alvarez, he was supposed to fight Canelo Alvarez next, but Canelo Alvarez wanted him signing a deal saying that if, you know, Canelo Alvarez fought on this undercard, that the next fight would be against him. And he said, hell no, he never did that. But for whatever reason, Deontay Wilder did this. And I think that might have been a big, huge misstep in doing so. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Like, subscribe, share. I'm out.